Hello everybody. Now welcome to another session of KSG Current Catch, and I Ashish Kumar Vasisht again invite you to this platform of KSG where we would be responsible for discussing some contemporary issues which pertains and is of significance for preliminary and mains examination. Now one such issue that we are discussing today is called as invasive species, is referred to as invasive species. So they can be called as invasive species. You can call them as exotic species as well. And you can also call them as alien species. So it can be called as invasive species. It can be called as exotic species. It can be called as alien species. Now they can be both plants and animals. They can be both plants and animals. But if we consider only plants, some of the invasive plants, remember that there is a invasive species specialized group, and this invasive species specialized group is a part of IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature, which is responsible for maintaining a database of invasive species. So that's one thing that we have to remember. This has been asked in preliminary examination also this year. Now, as far as invasive species are concerned, these species are endemic to some other ecosystem. Maybe that this species is endemic to an ecosystem which is at a distant far away from us, but they are responsible for environmental degradation in our ecosystem. Clear? So they are endemic in some other ecosystem. They exclusively belong to some other ecosystem, but they are responsible for environmental degradation in our ecosystem. That's the first part that you have to know. The second thing is that they are responsible for not only allergy, they are also responsible for changing the characteristic of soil. If suppose they are plants, they are responsible for changing the characteristic of soil. They can change the pH value of soil also. pH value of soil also. So not only, and these species are responsible for release of certain chemicals. These chemicals are called as what? These chemicals are referred to as allelochemicals. Allelochemicals. These chemicals impede the growth of other plants. And this phenomena is called as what? This phenomena is referred to as allelopathic effect. So, what's the keywords? Allelopathic effect. Allelopathic effect. Now, some prominent invasive species in India, some prominent invasive species in India, if we talk about them, it includes what? It includes, and make a list of these invasive species over here. It includes what? It includes Parthenium. Parthenium. Parthenium is what? Parthenium is a weed. Now the seeds of which came to India when we were responsible for importing wheat from US. So through wheat import from US, it came to India. And this has spread on a large scale. This has spread on a large scale and can be seen in the near the railway tracks, near the farmland also it can be seen. And one of the worst affected city for by Parthenium is Bengaluru. And allelopathic effect of Parthenium, it impedes the growth of what? Allelopathic effect of Parthenium can be seen on grasses. Grasses. It can be seen on not only grasses, but also on vegetables, legumes. So this is how Parthenium is responsible for damaging our ecosystem. So they are endemic to some other ecosystem, but they are responsible for degradation of our ecosystem. So they are called as invasive. One such example is Parthenium. The second example is what? The second example is Lantana. Lantana. Now, lantana is what? It is a shrub. It is also subtropical or American in origin. So, it's subtropical American in origin. American in origin. Clear? So, it's subtropical American in origin. And as far as lantana is concerned, we can see that this is an ornamental plant. This is an ornamental plant, and this is responsible for impeding the growth of teak plant. This is responsible for impeding the growth of coffee plantation. This is responsible for impeding the growth of coconut palm. Coconut palm. So this is how the allelopathic effect of lantana can be seen. Now, another important invasive plant in India is water hyacinth. Water hyacinth. Water hyacinth is also an ornamental plant, and this belongs to which area? This belongs to the Amazon basin. This belongs to the Amazon basin, and this is invasive in India, and it is responsible for degradation of lakes in India. Degradation of lakes in India, as it is responsible for reducing the dissolved oxygen level. So, dissolved oxygen level is reduced by lantana. Clear? This is also so almost all lakes of India is suffering from water hyacinth. And another invasive plant in India is the blue pine. Blue pine. Now, blue pine is an invasive plant which can be seen in the hilly tracts of Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. And they are responsible for impeding the growth of what? Impeding the growth of Ashtvarga. Ashtvarga means the 8 medicinal plant which is used for the purpose of what? Purpose of Ayurveda. So they are responsible for impeding the growth of Ashtvarga. So all these are examples of invasive plants in India. Now, it also includes what? It also includes juliflora. Juliflora was brought by the British to end desertification in Rajasthan. But this species, plant species, is responsible for degradation of Rajasthan on a large scale. It also includes what? It also includes what is called as devilwood. And devilwood is nothing but Christmas bush. And Christmas bush is what? This is also invasive in India. So this is a weedy scrub. And this belongs to which area? This belongs to Northern America and also, Southern America and also the northern part of Argentina. So this is endemic in that area, the Christian bush. Now this is also an ornamental plant. It was brought to India. Now, it is not only responsible for spreading in India, but also responsible for spreading in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. It went also to spread in the Oceania region and is responsible for turning out to be detrimental for what? It is turning out to be detrimental for orchards, for forest, all these areas. And we can see that another invasive species in India which is making the news is called as Kappa ficus. Now, Kappa ficus is what? Kappa ficus is an algae. It is endemic to Philippines. So the name of this algae is Kappa ficus. It is endemic to which area? It is endemic to Philippines. It was brought to India from Japan and was cultivated on a large scale by the farmers of the coastal area, because from this algae we derive what is called as carrageenan. And this is an emulsifying agent, so it is of economic significance because of this region. But Kappa ficus is responsible for discoloring the corals. So they are responsible for turning corals grey or black, And this is the environmental impact of Kappa ficus. So we have learned today what? In brief, we have learned some invasive plants in India, which includes Parthenium, Lantana, water hyacinth, Judiflora, also Kappa ficus, the Christmas bush, and blue pine. Thank you so much.